Hey, it's Tyler of crazyaboutcompost.com, and today's topic, top 4 or 5 tips for finding the best compost tumbler. So you've decided to choose a compost tumbler to meet your needs, to keep your fair share of waste out of the landfill. So what are we looking for? I think the main key here is that there are a lot of really lame compost tumblers out there. And further, compost tumblers may not be ideal for everybody, so this is not an endorsement for them, so to speak. If you are going to go that route, my main concern is definitely ergonomics. There's some I know that are up on stands, and therefore if you're using a shovel to put material into it, like your manure or whatever, you want that opening height to be something that's not so high that it's an issue for you, and then all of a sudden, you hate doing this, you don't want to add to it anymore. And further, how does it turn? There's ones out there with cranks, and then you also have others that are just like a barrel with ridges that are sitting on a block with wheels in various different forms. So try and keep that in mind and look for a tumbler where you feel like it's physically not going to be a pain in the butt to use. My second point is definitely looking for a tumbler that has some air circulation. You may know with the EnviroCycle that initially they didn't really have that much air circulation in them, and I found that I had to spend a little more attention than I wanted to keep the ratio good and to keep the contents from getting really slimy. So I took a drill recently and drilled a whole bunch of holes in it, and the newer production run of the EnviroCycle actually has these cool little air vents on the side. So that was well overdue, and it still serves the same purpose. It still generates a lot of heat. It holds it internally. So it's not like you put holes in it or you're looking for one that has air vents and it's like not going to get enough heat, because that's just not the case, period. And that leads to my other point, and actually I think this is the most important, is the capacity. You're looking for a tumbler that is at minimum 50 gallons in size. The bigger the better. As big as you're willing to go is great, because the more material you have, the more activity, the more heat. And the process can work faster, and the quality of your compost is going to improve. So you definitely want to look at your high capacity. The counterpoint to that is that a compost bin, or even just having a random pile in your yard with nothing holding it together at all, may be the option for you if you have, say, a massive yard and you have tons of yard waste or whatever. So depending on your situation, again, tumbler may not be ideal, but if you are going that route, definitely get one that has a large capacity. And finally, durability is kind of critical, because once the tumbler is kind of full, it's pretty heavy, and so you're kind of throwing it around and moving it a bunch, so you're looking for something that has the least amount of plastic. So I guess what that really means is, you want metal. So you may want a metal stand that it sits on, a metal crank, a metal latch holding the door on, a metal hinge, metal axles for the wheels. So basically, keep durability in mind, because that's the last thing you want to do is break something on your tumbler. So again, compost tumblers, lots of crappy ones out there, definitely some really nice ones out there too. So keep those factors in mind: ergonomics, airflow, durability, and capacity. Thanks for watching, and I hope you continue to watch my series. I'm going to keep making these top tips for different types of composting systems, amongst other experiments. It's that time of year. Again, thanks for watching. Take care. Keep it dirty, hit the like button, all that good stuff. Later.